Hey, I got Joy here on the line tonight, and we're doing a little free-for-all discussion about America and values, and we're going to talk a little bit about disability a little bit again tonight, and we're going to ask some people, other people, about what they think about disability and how they were treated. Now, Joy, can you give me a story about one time when you went to a church or where somebody? Now, remember, you are on the air, so.
Oh, no, I don't want to do it. I'm sorry. Can you please take me off the air? I'm kind of tired.
All right. Well, she doesn't want to tell a story, so we won't do that. But I'll tell a story. When I was disabled, I've had experience, like I told you about the time when I went to church and a couple had all over their face, like they didn't want to shake my hand, like I had some kind of disease because I was blind. And I went to this church in Chesterfield, Virginia, like I said the other night, and it just was a weird experience. I felt like I was like someone called me a racial name, because that's the way they were treating me, and it just felt like a real appalling and really weird experience. And there's still people that are prejudiced about people's color of skin even today. There's still people that are prejudiced about people's disability or appearance, physical, mental appearance, even mental disabilities. And, it's really a shame, how people can be like that. But, maybe Joy will tell us a story about maybe some kind of thing where that happened to her one time, because I'm sure she's probably had some awkward moments. Because people that are disabled do experience this from time to time. But the thing is, we know we trust in the Lord, put our faith in the Lord, and He's the one, He had made us this way for a purpose to do something good. Like I was referring to John chapter 9, verses 1 through 38, where it talks about the encounter with the blind man. Remember we were talking about that last night? Go and see that video in the news segment, because it's a really good, uplifting message to those who are disabled and to those who consider themselves to be not disabled. Because a lot of people who are ignorant about things are usually the ones that have a handicap, too. It's just not one that can be seen. It's called a mental handicap because their minds are closed. And it's because the fact they're not willing to make a change in their program and the way they think and perceive people that are like that around them, who are like that around them. So, just think about that, folks. When you go to church, it's not just, shepherding after the flock that wasn't the people that have normal needs or the poor, but it's also the widow and the disabled. My friend Joy, she's a wonderful lady. She's disabled. She's got, handicaps, and she's widowed. But she's like a good friend, and she's been through a lot of stuff. But she's a strong lady, though. That's one thing about disability people that are disabled. Then it can come out of it, and they can be strong and come back because they know what it's like to be ridiculed. But they also know what it's like. They have that force in them to keep going on because they know they're not taking this journey through life of being disabled alone, but they're taking this life with God by their side. And that's what Joy does. And that's why she has that inner strength. So, Joy's a wonderful person. She's quiet. She's just listening. But the thing is, that's what I wanted to finish up on from the other night when I was talking about this more in detail. If you want to refer to the In the News segment from last night, go back to episode, March the 3rd and listen to that, because that tells you more about what I was talking about earlier. But anyway, it's going to get warm tomorrow, but get this, they canceled schools tomorrow. And Joy, they canceled schools. Isn't that crazy? You still there?
They canceled school?
Yeah, remember I was telling you about that? They canceled school even though the roads are going to be not frozen. But they canceled school tomorrow. I guess they're worried about it because the temperature will get around 49 degrees tomorrow, but it's not going to occur in the morning. But, I remember one time they did it and it got to be 60-some degrees.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, by the way, guys, I think I said something about my weather station that stopped working, but it's actually working now. So I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened with that. I guess the little gremlin that was stuck in there to make it not be able to get the updates, I guess the gremlin got cured. I guess somehow they were able to fix it on the other end where it comes from, the updates. So it's from weatherdirect.com, but I just want to tell you about that. But, it's really crazy because, these kids are going to have to make up school days. I think they haven't gone to school for about 8 days or 9 days. They've been out of school. It's really nuts. But I was thinking maybe they might go to school 2 hours late tomorrow but not a whole day. But, the good thing about it, though, tomorrow I'll get to see the kids and they can help with the groceries, and it's wonderful to get to see them a little bit and spend time with them because they are off tomorrow. And that'd be good to see them because they can help. Because normally we go shopping today, but because it was so cold today, we didn't go, Joy. But we will be going tomorrow. And Sean's got to do some shopping, too, so I think she's going to try to get...
do some shopping.
I think she's going to do some shopping, too, while I do my shopping. And I think some kids are going to be with me shopping, helping me out, and then some will go with her. I think all of them are going to come, so... I think it'd be a fun experience. I wish you could be here with us. But I keep you in my prayers. You know I do. How are things over at Eleanor's house? Are they pretty good? You want to give us an update on that? What you can tell us. Oh, good. Good. So y'all getting along good. That's wonderful.
I heard her say that it takes me too long to clean up the kitchen.
Oh, she's ridiculing you?
She wished it didn't take me so long.
Yeah. So she's ridiculing you about your cleaning habits and stuff too, huh? Well, like I said, anybody that's controlling will do that because they are perfectionists. They like things to be done a certain way, the way they want to do it. And that's why it's not good to pick up those traits, because some people will say you can call controlling many different names. Like you can say, well, they're opinionated. They're perfectionists. Or they just like things done their way. Well, all those things are all those things out of the three things I said, or they're forceful, or they're real abrupt, they're real outspoken. Those are all ways of saying that you're controlling.
They don't want to do it.
Right.
That's just it.
Right. They don't want to do it, but they're so quick to point out the flaws of you without even thinking or paying any regard about how you feel about it. And that's so wrong, how a lot of husbands and even a lot of wives are like that to their husbands. Husbands don't talk about it, but more husbands do that to wives than wives do it to husbands. But it goes both ways. So that's why I'm saying don't be controlling. Treat each other equally like Jesus said. And don't be so judgmental, more on that controlling series. Try to be more open out to hear what people got to say, right, Joy? And listen to them, and because when you slam somebody down and say, "Hey, I got to clean up this table," like Joy was saying, and I ain't gonna go into all that stuff, but and he said, "You got to hurry up. You're not fast enough." And I would tell him to take the control away. This is what you can do, and this is not mean. You can say, "Well, why? We got to go somewhere." I mean, why I got to be in a hurry to get done? Are we going somewhere? You surprising me? Oh, you tell me to hurry up because we're doing something because you're gonna do something special for me? That's really nice for you, sweetie, but no. They just do that because they just want to upset you and they just want to feel like they have to exhortate their power and or authority.
Maybe it's because they feel inferior.
They feel...
They don't want to be doing it.
Well, the inferior part is because they want to have it over you. But they don't want to really do it, but they just want to complain, or some people will say bitch about it, because that's what they do. Because they think they could do it better, but yet they don't want to do it. So what you do is say, well, if you want to do it, here you go. A lot of times that will work with people like that. Because they don't want to get up off their tail and their keister to do it. But if basically when you did that, you grabbed the bull by the horns and you say, look, you're taking control away from them. You basically took control. And they don't like that. And they get all squirmy. They'll just say, no, you just keep doing it. I don't know. No, you do it. I don't want to do it. You go ahead and do it. I'm sorry. You're just not doing it right. I said, well, you keep on. You're going to do it. That's what I did to somebody. Stuart Thomas I was living with, I did that to him. And he never liked doing the dishes. So after I did that to him, he stopped doing it after that because, I took it away because I really said, I was adamant. I said I was going to tell him to do it, and I was not going to do the dishes anymore except for the ones I dirtied. So, when I did that, he backed off right away. See, so that will work. Try that, people, if you got controlling husbands or wives. But anyway, try to treat each other better. Try not to act like you're better than each other, because when you're married, you shouldn't be like that anyway. It's not like you're lording over your wife or they're lording over their husbands. But try to really treat them like a person instead of a piece of property. And this is Michael DeSillis. We're in the news. And this is Joy. Maybe we'll get her to tell some stories, too, about, how she was mistreated and all, about awkwardness on another time. I was hoping maybe she might tell one story, but she says she's too tired to think about it right now. So we will leave that And we will see you later. And God bless you all. And please support us. And please subscribe down below where it says subscribe if you haven't already done so. I love you. This is Evangelist Michael DeSilvas from InfoWars in the News from Freedom Network. See you tomorrow. Help us any way you can. Get the news out. Donate. Tell people what it's all about. Free independent media. Telling the truth about things and making this country a better place for all mankind. I'm disabled, but you know what? I still love everybody. And that's the way it's really supposed to be. It doesn't matter what you look like or what you do, as long as you can do the work. Might be different, but we all need to love each other and stop trying to be so dogmatic and so close-minded. And need to accept people for the way they are, even if they are different from us. See you later. Keep that all in mind and thought for now. I'll shoot up another update tomorrow. Remember, we have a sermon coming up tomorrow. It's lesson number 8, talking about Samaria Church. So make sure you stay tuned for that. That'll go on probably. Church will meet at 5 o'clock here, and we'll be doing it then. But I'll do it again later on for you all, because it's going to be a 2-parter because there's so much stuff to talk about. We'll probably have 2 parts to it. So I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.